Hi Pisces, welcome to October. This is Teresa from tarotbyt.com. And before I get started with your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space. And I want to say thank you guys for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for those who've taken the time out to leave feedback and comments. I read all of them, and I really enjoy reading them. It's really a treat. And also those who have ordered readings, thank you, thank you. I've really enjoyed working with all of you, and I'm glad that the readings are helping people. And for anyone new, welcome. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I'm enjoying making them. So let's see what's coming up for October, for Pisces in October. We have a new moon in Libra on October 8th, and we have a full moon in Taurus on the 24th. So let's see, what does Pisces need to know about love and relationships for the month of October? What does Pisces need to know about love and relationships for the month of October? What does Pisces need to know about love and relationships for the month of October? Okay, let's see. Page of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Fool card, the Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the High Priestess. Okay, so the Page of Wands, this is a message. You can receive an unexpected message in October, especially with Venus going retrograde. That sometimes brings people from the past back into your life so that you can revisit that. Old relationships, have some closure, and then possibly either reconnect or move on. So Venus retrograde, and then after Venus goes direct in November, Mercury goes retrograde. So these next couple of months are a time of revisiting and reworking in relationships, where you're thinking, do I want to revisit this? Do I want to make it, can I tweak something to make it better? Can I, work with this person again, and maybe we can fix what went wrong, and we can, make things better the second time around. But you should be receiving some good news in October, because the Page of Wands is usually a positive message, a message that excites you, especially since you have Eight of Wands here. So that's also another message card, and you have all these pages. So I feel like there's a lot going on in October. You have the Five of Pentacles crossing you. This is a card of someone who feels left out or on the outside looking in. You might be going through a depression, or you might be feeling lonely, or I don't know, it's kind of like there could be someone in your life that needs help, that needs your compassion. So it's either you're feeling kind of lonely and cut off from people. You might be feeling depressed. You might be struggling financially. Maybe you're having feelings of insecurity, because sometimes this card comes up when you feel like I'm not good enough to fit in. Like there could be a relationship that you really want to connect with someone, but you're wondering, like you're starting to doubt yourself. Am I good enough for this person? Can I, will I be accepted by this person? And this is really just a head trip that you're doing on yourself, because I feel that you have an opportunity for a new beginning in October with someone. And it could be whether it's someone from the past coming back, or whether it's something totally new. Things are changing in your life, Pisces, because you have this Page of Cups in the past and the Fool. So someone may have already reached out to you and shared their feelings with you. And you have this opportunity for a brand new beginning, a new start. you might even be thinking with this Knight of Wands, I think there are going to be several people that you'll be dealing with, and you have to decide, who do you want to spend your time with, because I think there's going to be several opportunities coming up in October. You have this Eight of Wands, which is, doors opening up, opportunities coming out of the blue unexpectedly. You may have the chance to travel. You may get an invitation to try. You might go on a trip, because sometimes the Knight of Wands can represent a journey or a change of residence or a change of job even. You might, because the Eight of Wands can also mean career success or career opportunities. And you might be like starting to doubt yourself, like, can I really do this? If someone offers you some type of career a position, you might be questioning it, like, am I good enough to do this? Do I have the skills? Because this is in your negative thinking sector. There could be a position of leadership that comes up. Or you might be working with someone who is in a position of leadership. And you're questioning, do I want this? Do I want to make changes? Another interpretation of the Knight of Wands, it could bring someone into your life that can be a lot of fun. But maybe not that reliable. So you have to check out anything that's being offered to you in October, because you have the Page of Wands here. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is saying, look deeper. Don't just take things at face value. You have to check into things. So if you're getting a job opportunity or an offer, or if someone comes in with a plan that sounds too good to be true, could be an exciting lover, someone that's really adventurous, someone who makes a lot of promises but may not deliver. So I feel like there's two energies going on here. There's like a fire sign energy, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then there's a water sign energy, which could be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So one of the people that you might be connecting with may be more nurturing, quieter, more sensitive, artistic. The other person may be more extroverted and more outgoing, like especially this Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands energy is someone that knows what they want and they go after it. They're very aggressive, very assertive. They don't, they're not shy at all. And then you have this Page of Cups, which is very sensitive energy. It could even represent your own feelings. Like maybe you have tender feelings for someone and you want to express them, but you're afraid to, or, you're just hesitant. Somehow, though, I feel that you're going to be dealing with these two energies. One that's more aggressive and one that's more quiet and gentle. And you may have to decide which of these people that you want to get involved with. The Page of Swords, though, it could sometimes even relate to gossip or spying. So you want to be careful what you say and what you do in October, because people are watching and people are talking. So that's just something to be concerned. Oh, you might have to have a conversation with someone. So if someone's being too aggressive with you, if someone's prying into your affairs, maybe you have to have a talk with them. Maybe, you have to set some boundaries, because here's a card of standing up for what you believe in, setting boundaries with people, dealing with the opposition. You may want to do something, you might want to get involved with someone, and the people around you are against it, or you feel like you have to do battle with people around you. You can't just do what you want to do. Or you're worried about what people are going to say. What are people going to think? What are people going to say if I take this path, if I do this, if I take this opportunity? So it could be a relationship that, there could be a new relationship, a potential for a new beginning, but you may want to not go public with it just yet, because you have the High Priestess here, because you're worried about gossip and you're worried about what people are going to think. That's the energy I'm feeling. But other than that, feelings, like with the Eight of Wands, feelings could come up suddenly. Like you could be with someone and then suddenly you're falling in love, or you're feeling excited about this relationship. But at the same time, so you have to really, you have to know who you're dealing with in October, because some of the people that you're dealing with are wonderful and some of them may not be right for you. So take your time. Don't rush into anything. And as a matter of fact, with this Eight of Wands, you may feel like things are happening too fast and you want to slow things down. You want to give yourself time to think, you know, what's right for me. But you're not going to be lonely for long. If you're feeling lonely at the beginning of October, by the end of October, I think you're going to be happy with the result. You're going to be on the edge of a new cycle, because you have this High Priestess here. This is a card also of trusting your intuition. This is a card of, you know, follow that inner voice. It could also mean that you're getting involved with someone who's very spiritual, very psychic, very intuitive. Someone that you have a lot of respect for. You really admire this person. And they're very wise. They seem to know things. Or they may be psychic in some way, or very spiritual. It also means a favorable outcome. That there are things going on behind the scenes that you may not be aware of, but the outcome will be favorable. So don't worry about what you don't know. Trust that guidance, that inner guidance. You don't have to know all the facts right now, but you do have to check into, especially this Knight of Wands energy. I think the fire energy, you want to check into that person before you get too involved, because there may be some secrets that they're not telling, or you may want to find out more about them before you jump in with your heart. Now the Page of Cups energy seems you could be connecting with someone on some creative project or in some artistic way. And I feel like I'm feeling tender feelings with this energy. This person's more gentle, more tender. You don't really have to worry about them as much as the fire energy. So let's see. Then you might be connecting with people from the past, because Venus is going retrograde. Let's see what the astrology has to say. So the new moon in Libra for you, Pisces, falls in your 8th house. That's the house of sex and transformation, It's actually the house of intimacies, the house of other people's money. So you could be having a new beginning. It could be a relationship that brings greater intimacy to your life. So if you've been afraid of going deep with someone, you may have an opportunity to do that, and it might be scaring you. Neptune's in the 1st house, and that's your house. So you're coming across very glamorous in October. You know, you might be attracting a lot of suitors, but you're also confusing people too, because you might be giving mixed signals out. So you want to make sure that your communication is clear. And that's another thing with the Page of Swords. Clear communication. I think communication is going to be important for you in October. You want to make sure your message is getting out in the right way, that you're not leading someone on or giving people the wrong impression. You have Saturn and Pluto going through your 11th house in Capricorn. And Pluto is squaring this new moon. So there could be some power struggles in the groups, with friendships, with groups you belong to. There could also be, you could be dealing with powerful people, like people that are in executive positions, or movers and shakers of the world, and there could be some tension there. Maybe you have a plan, you want to do things one way, and these people, have another, they want to do things their way, and they can be a little bit manipulative. They can do some, behind the scenes scheming. So you just want to be careful of the groups you belong to, and the friends that you associate with, because some of them could be very intense with Pluto there. And Saturn is also, you might be connecting with friends that you've known for a long time. Saturn represents, wisdom and, father figures and karma and limitations. And sometimes with Saturn in the 11th house, you may be looking at things realistically, like, who are my friends? Who are the people, that I am associating with? And you might be weeding out the ones that aren't working for you anymore. So you might be looking critically or realistically at the groups you belong to, the friendships you're involved in, and deciding what to keep and what to let go of, because Saturn's showing you the truth. They always say that when you're down and out, that's when you know who your true friends are, because those are the people that are there for you. Uranus is in your 3rd house, and it's opposing Mercury in your 8th house. Well, it's in the 7th and it's going to the 8th. It's going... Mercury's in Libra. So there could be some unexpected communication. You could have some issues that revolve around inheritance. You could be dealing with insurance companies or taxes or some other people's money, some kind of payout. Something could come out of the blue, something that involves contracts. May be surprising, because Uranus is a surprise kind of energy. What you least expect is what happens, you know. You never know what Uranus is going to bring in. But so if you're signing any contracts during this period, read the fine print, and especially with this Page of Swords, it's saying look at the details, read the fine print. Don't commit to anything unless you really know what you're getting involved in. Don't sign on the dotted line, because there could be some unexpected twists that come up. That's all I'm going to say. But Saturn is supporting any changes that you're making at this time. So you just have to be careful of the details and make sure that you're presenting yourself truthfully, so that, you know, everyone is clear about what you're doing. The full moon happens in Taurus, and that's in your 3rd house. So yeah, you could be finalizing some type of contract in October. It may have to do with communication. It may have to do with the internet, some type of multimedia project. It's coming to completion. The problem is that the full moon is connected with Uranus. So there's some technology involved with this project. And the sun is connected to Venus. So there could be some creative aspect too. I feel like something is coming to completion, and it's going to represent something that you've wanted to create for a long time. So it could be a relationship with, if it's a relationship, it could involve close friends and relatives. It could be also that a friend, some friendship becomes more cemented or more established, because Saturn is trining the moon and sextiling the sun and Venus. So you could be connecting with someone through a group of friends that you belong to, someone where there could be an age difference. One person is more of like a parent to the other. And also this full moon is connected to the north and south nodes, which has to do with the 6th and 12th house. They're in your 6th and 12th house right now. So you could be getting on a new path in terms of health or in terms of employment. Maybe you decide, like, I've been working too hard, I need to take care of myself. I need to take care of my health. And you may make some changes, some sudden changes, so that allow you to do that. You know, you may change jobs. If the job that you're in is too stressful, you may switch jobs so that you have less stress in your life, or that you have a better situation. Something that's where you're not sacrificing too much of your health to do the job. So I feel like there's going to be some opportunities coming up in October, and also some good news. You're going to be celebrating, but there's also going to be changes. So I feel like you're either changing jobs or changing your residence. You might even think about moving somewhere else. There's going to be more adventure in your life for October. Whatever happens, though, the outcome will be favorable. So trust your instincts, trust your intuition, and that will guide you to the right path. And I guarantee you will not be lonely by the end of October. You'll be getting out there and having fun. If you heed all the advice of the reading, you know, check into everything in detail. Don't sign on the dotted line until you know who you're dealing with. And allow this new beginning. This Fool card is putting you in a whole new environment. It could be a whole new relationship, or a new way of loving or communicating your feelings. So there's excitement there too, you know, with the 8 of Wands. But you may be afraid of it. You may be afraid of some of the changes, because maybe things are happening faster than you would have liked. Like you thought you know, you wanted to take things slower and suddenly things are like speeding up and it's scaring you. But I think the outcome will be positive no matter what happens. So you have the upper hand. So don't worry, Pisces. Enjoy October. I hope this reading was a help to you. And if you'd like a private reading, you can just contact me from the link in the description box, and we can get you on the schedule, and I'll be working with you. In the meantime, have a happy Halloween. Enjoy October, and I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.